皆さんまた来てくださってありがとうございます。笑顔いっぱい、ニュースはえげつない。そして今日もえげつないですよ。 BLM 使途不明金約100億。どうぞ。
Christian Watson. Christian, welcome to Fox and Friends. So I'm a little bit confused here. How is buying a mansion in a predominantly white neighborhood in Canada helping alleviate racial justice in the United States of America?
Well, it's not, and Black Lives Matter's lack of transparency should be concerning to anyone who genuinely does care about black lives. But this, Rachel, underscores a broader problem within Black Lives Matter, and that problem is that Black Lives Matter's ideology actually does not help a single inner-city kid at all. It teaches them that they are victims to things they cannot control, and then goes ahead to say to fix that they have to be radical activists for the political left. This is against the sober advice of men like Booker T. Washington, who encourage black folks to perfect themselves and their communities and those they love as opposed to trying to change the world. So perhaps Black Lives Matter should fix its own backyard and get its own stuff in order before trying to supposedly save black folks.
Yeah, and maybe the corporations that tried to buy some sort of absolution, racial absolution, by giving millions of dollars to BLM should be held responsible, or in the very least call for some transparency. Now, next week, Christian, is BLM.
Slam BLM as a scam whose house of cards may be falling. Joining me now is Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita, excuse me. Attorney General Rokita, you actually have some news to break on this front tonight. Explain.
Well, we're starting an investigation. We're going to find out if this Black Lives Matter organization, which in Indiana we previously defined legally as a political organization, so there's First Amendment implications there if you're teaching Black Lives Matter material in school and other things. But now, seeing that this house of cards is coming down, we want to know if Black Lives Matter has solicited funds in Indiana from Indiana residents, if they have any real property here, because that all would invoke our ability under our nonprofit laws to see if they're being wasteful, to see what their expense ratios are, to see if they're a scam, not unlike the one we unraveled last week where we found someone selling overly valued silver coins to the elderly. I mean, at some point, what's the difference here? A scam's a scam. We're going to find out. We're going to go where the facts lead us, of course. And if they don't lead us anywhere, we're going to stop. But we suspect this is, in fact, a house of cards.
Yeah, no, this is a huge amount of money that was raised. Now, last month, the LA Times profiled BLM co-founder Patrisse Cullors and her split from BLM. She said that when the larger construct that you invested in abandons you, where do you go? I think that what I'm really trying to figure out right now, she's trying to figure out where she's going to go. Now, this woman walked away from running a charity with enough cash that reportedly, some say, to buy 4 homes, and then called criticism of this white supremacy. She said she never got a salary from Black Lives Matter, some money before 2019, but not enough to buy multi-million-dollar homes. So she vehemently denied that. But nevertheless, when you have really, I think upwards of $100 million in total raised by a hashtag, I mean, doesn't the government have a duty to find out where that money went and how it was spent? If it's tax exempt, especially?
Absolutely, and again, it's another thing that's falling to the states, and so be it. We're gonna pick up this mantle, and we're gonna get to the bottom of it. Some of me, Laura, says, you know what? A lot of this money is from woke corporations. They get what they deserve, but even those woke corporations have shareholders like me and you, and regular people and pension funds, and they got to be focused on making a return for us and not this social gobbledygook that leads us nowhere. And then what about the Hoosier who sees Black Lives Matter as like, oh yeah, I want to be supportive of that, I'm for equality, like we all are, and gives them $10, gives them $5, gives them whatever. They are scamming that person if in fact that's where this goes.
That's a great point.
And so we're gonna get to the bottom of it one way or the other. And hey, listen, I'm not saying I agree with the California Attorney General on a lot of things, but they get credit for at least because Black Lives Matter is domiciled in California, looking into this as well. And I think other states need to look into it as well. So we are.
Yeah. All right, Attorney General Todd Rokita, thank you so much.
皆さんおかえりなさい。夜になってるし時間かけすぎということでまた見てください。